KYSR Los Angeles.
Proud parents to Woody, Gina, Greg, and Menace.
What up? It's the Woody Show.
And the best alt tunes daily.
Every morning.
We're Alt 98.7.
LA's new alternative.
Portions of this program will be recorded.
Back to the Woody Show.
And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. Monday morning, January the 27th, 2025. Woody, Greg Gorey,
Hey.
Menace.
What up?
Gina Grad.
Hey there.
There's Seabass.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Sammy.
Hello.
Phones are open at 877-44-Woody. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. Weekend cheers and jeers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, well, since I'm already here, I'll start.
Yeah.
My weekend cheer goes to the fact that I had, I think, probably the best single night's sleep of my life.
Oh,
wow.
lucky.
Now, I have no problem sleeping in on the weekends. Mm-hmm. But Friday into Saturday, because, I have that Aura ring that
right.
monitors all your sleep and everything.
Yeah.
Total time in bed. Now, I went to bed a little bit early because even though it was lame, and it was probably like 9 o'clock on Friday night, I was in bed.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so weird.
Because I'm like, dude, if this is lame, I don't want to be cool.
Yep.
And so I just had like the TV on, background kind of stuff. So total time in bed, 13 hours and 38 minutes.
Oh, the best.
And then it measures how much actual sleep I got.
Right.
11 hours and 17 minutes.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Dude, and it was the most deep, restful sleep.
It's like
Lucky.
colonoscopy sleep.
I know.
It's like,
Wow, how do
go
you
to the bathroom
do
or
that?
something.
yeah. And I didn't wake up once to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Your
Didn't hear my
So
wife.
jealous.
Didn't hear my wife get in the bed. Did not hear my wife the next morning get it out of bed.
Oh, my God.
Like, it was
That's
perfect.
The best.
Damn.
It was perfect. My
Knocked out.
cheers goes to this. I saw this story. So there's this guy. He was on a cruise, and if you've ever been on a cruise, they have like the automatic doors, like when you're going from the inside to the outside, because the wind can get pretty crazy. They're trying
Yeah.
to pull a door
Right.
open.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so they have like these automatic doors. So it's a double set of automatic doors, and you see it because it's on surveillance video where this guy's walking through, and it's open, but it starts to close. Because the person in front of him had already passed, and
Right.
Well, that's
he
an
was-
emergency.
Triggered the thing.
yeah, and then he was just still walking up to it before it like recognized him. So it starts to close and hits him on the side of the head. Now these things don't smash.
It's not a bank vault.
But here, listen to this news story here.
Sliding door hits 61-year-old James Hausman in the head. Hausman's lawyer says he suffered a minor brain injury causing seizure and memory loss.
Oh, my God.
The cruise line, Holland America, denying the company was at fault, says they are committed to the safety and security of our guests. $21.5 million.
Wow.
Done.
That is a monster settlement.
$21.5 million.
How do you figure that price?
You can take a finger for that.
Think about how many times Menace has fallen right on his head, cracked it open.
At hotels.
Yeah, because he said, "Oh, the floor's too slippery."
Yeah.
Why would you put this kind of floor in a place where there's supposed to be, moisture, water?
Why would you put a floor here?
No, why would you put that type of floor where it's
Right.
ultra,
Marble, yeah.
ultra slippery with even the slightest bit of water on there?
Damn.
Yeah, 21. Get out of here.
Come on.
Millions of dollars right
So
now.
stupid.
Now, if
And
it slammed on him and shattered,
No.
maybe.
he didn't even hit the ground. He's just like,
No.
oh.
He just kind of like
Like,
ping-ponged
geez,
off
like,
of it.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
More embarrassed than anything.
Exactly.
Clearly, $21 million.
There was this one
How
time
stupid.
I was at a Vegas hotel and I jumped on the bed and fell off and then hit my head on the dresser.
Well, yeah.
They're at fault for
Yeah,
that.
that happens. Menace weekend cheers and jeers.
Well, this weekend, I decided to reach out to a lot of friends and, just see how they're doing. And I talked to one of our old friends, Julianne, old coworker as well. And she just shared with me a recent story that she had that her dog ate her neighbor's cat.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Her dog ate her neighbor's cat, and she didn't know which neighbor it was, so she was kind of trying to figure it out. And eventually she does, and she goes, I got to go tell this neighbor that, the dog ate our cat.
What kind of dog?
I don't know, some larger dog.
Probably
right?
a Chihuahua.
And so she goes over there and tells the lady, hey, by the way, my dog ate your cat. And then the lady apparently starts,
By the way.
starts freaking out. And it says, that was my son's cat. He's blind and deaf.
Well, then he won't know.
Kind of stuff,
Oh my god!
right?
He won't hear about it? He won't see it on the news?
The son of the
Apparently,
cat.
this lady's like, her husband's not doing well or whatever. And like, it's kind of like going off on her about it.
I
Right.
want you to take better care of the cat.
Yeah, I think she just needed to vent.
And then, so I was like, and then she's like, yeah, the lady got all mad at me. I go, yeah, Julianne,
Well,
what
yeah.
do you expect? It's going to happen. And then I started telling him, like, I mean, you didn't have to tell the whole truth because Julianne also shared a story with me like 3 weeks before that. A coyote ate her cat. Okay, so you could at least told the lady like a coyote.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I
ate
saw
her
a
cat.
coyote
Did
do it.
that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But
I think she was
mean,
a Doberman, I think.
I mean, like, you know, more props to her for like being honest and going there and telling the neighbor what happened instead of just burying the cat like I would have done. But I know.
All right, so let me get this straight. Cheers.
It was that the
Cheers is he caught up with some friends.
Yeah.
Cheers is that he's disappointed in Julianne for not lying
Got it.
and giving the neighbor the honest truth about what happened to the cat.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
like-
1,000 more questions about this story.
yeah. It was pretty good. But no, actually my jeers though, so I went to the movies and I saw this great movie. It was called One of Them Days. It's basically like the Female Friday. That's how I really enjoyed it. But my jeers is I'm going there to see a comedy movie, but I have to sit through 15 minutes of like horror film
Always.
trailers. And it's all like torture and murder. And I'm like, can we like change up the trailers if you're going to go see a comedy? And then I'm with Greg. They're not even scary anymore. You
No.
know, they're so predictable.
Yeah, I mean,
And like
typically.
the jump scare stuff, like
So
doesn't even
dumb.
get you anymore.
They always pair those comedy and horror when you're
Why?
seeing trailers. Yeah, I
Is
don't.
that right?
Yeah. Every time you see a comedy, it's like if we bring the kid, we're like, should we be seeing this trailer right
yeah,
now?
it's just like blood and gore.
Always.
Like
It must be such a crossover audience.
for 15 minutes straight.
Because I thought there was a whole thing about this trailer has been approved for this audience. In other words, like
Yeah.
you're seeing this movie, so this trailer has been approved to show this audience. And I thought for the most part, like I usually see stuff that's kind of similar.
Yeah, that's what I would. But it happens every single time.
Yeah, he's right.
And I'm
Must
not.
be your algorithm, dude.
And I'm not against those movies, but I just like, can't we just like, I don't know, maybe Moana 7 or something?
Yeah.
Like trailer?
Right.
I don't understand.
I think
but
the problem is there's no comedies, or there are very few comedies, so you don't have enough supply.
yeah, I mean, there
Yeah,
was
true.
one action movie trailer for, what is it, the new Captain America, but that was it. The rest is just like murder, torture, blood.
Cool. Did you get the name of those?
I know.
No,
I'll go see
because
that.
they were all so similar. They just seemed like the same movie.
All right. Greg
Wait.
Gorey, weekend cheers and jeers.
I'm going to give cheers to the Buffalo Bills for at least keeping it interesting.
Yeah,
I love
great
how
game.
they go up for it on fourth multiple times, go for 2 points multiple
All the
times.
teams do that. It seems like all
I
the
know, but-
teams that make the playoffs, every one of those teams goes for it. Fourth and
I
forever.
like it.
Fourth and whatever. Short and short.
I
They're
like
going for it.
It made the game really interesting. It was a nail biter, but so cheers to the Bills. I appreciated them a lot.
Do you think they should have won for the tiebreaker? I mean, for the tie, for the kick, or was it just too far away?
What are you
For-
talking about?
For the last play?
Oh, on that very last play?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't think they were too far.
Yeah.
at all.
They should have went for the kick and just
Yeah.
tied it up instead of the win. You know you couldn't get that against the Chiefs.
Yeah, perhaps.
But
Dumb move.
Gina was
oh,
texting me,
yeah.
even though she's from Kansas City
And
originally,
I was happy.
and she was excited for the Chiefs. She all of a sudden felt. Should I just read the text?
Yeah.
She sends me this text because she was texting me, hey, what do you think the chances are they're actually winning this game? I was like, well, I wouldn't bet against them, in a tight game. And she goes, well, maybe because and this is after the game, maybe because I'm 5 seconds from my period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, my peer.
Your peer.
Yeah.
But I feel really bad for the Bills. They're so sad.
Yeah. They would like
Aw.
zoom in on them and like they
Yeah.
were kind of teary eyed and it was heartbreaking.
Guys, they're paid well to lose. Whether
That
they
made
win
me
or
feel
lose,
better.
yeah, they're really paid well. They're going to be okay.
No one tell Gina about the 1990s.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Why not?
Yeah, totally.
They blew it in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. I felt they just kept panning to their sad little faces and I felt so bad for them.
What he didn't
Such
text you back?
compassion.
Nice chick take.
Yeah, right. Well, she is a chick, and she's
Thank
like
you.
5 minutes from her peer.
Right. Yeah,
All right, so
Jeannie
cheers to the Bills for making it interesting.
I really have no jeers, which is a great thing. My only jeer is that my Botox guy got sick, so I had to postpone. Why does everything happen to me?
I thought you looked heinous today, Greg.
Don't you hate when that happens?
I know. So now the effects of it are delayed as well.
I'll be honest, I had that thought about Greg getting his Botox on Friday.
Yeah.
And then I was going to make a point this morning to go, Greg, you look great. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah. They've been
Because
so
I wouldn't have
insincere.
noticed.
And you would be such a liar. Too.
I'm saying, but I wouldn't have noticed. I was trying to be a nice friend and,
Oh, babe.
It's like when a girl gets her hair cut and nothing happened, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
No.
It's like, oh my
Sure
God,
is cut.
so different.
What are you talking about? It's radically different.
Don't you see the subtle highlights?
Yeah. Gina Grad, weekend cheers and jeers.
Well, cheers. I took the husband and the kid to see Wicked. They loved it. It was a good balance between the kid had 3 basketball games this weekend. Of course, we're watching a bunch of football, so it was a nice, a smidgen of culture in a otherwise sports-filled weekend.
culture.
Sure.
Yeah, it's such a high.
Well, it's Seabass, I'm glad you said that.
Thank you.
Because I come from a theatre background, and to me it's like bubblegum musical, what do I care? But if that's their sort of foray into musicals, God love them.
wasn't exactly Shen Young or whatever the hell that's called.
Shen Yun.
Shen Young, yeah.
Well, I went today.
Oh, did you see that the internet now says that they're trying to say that's a cult?
Yeah.
It is?
For sure.
Well, because if you go to any city in America, you see billboards for it because they'll advertise it a year and a half out. I guess it just constantly tours and it's just Chinese dancers.
Yeah.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
Do
TikTok
do
conspiracy
we know
theories.
anybody who's ever gone besides Woody's aunt and Chris?
Yeah, and Chrissy.
The only person I know.
But I see it everywhere.
Yeah.
It's commercials on TV. Every city I'm in.
Everywhere.
Well, and my jeers, like Greg, I don't really have any. Again, my only jeers would be for the sad little Bills because I really did feel bad. But in Greg fashion, your bow guy didn't come, which I feel really bad about.
I know.
I lost
Tragic.
2 fingernails, and I look like I have 2 half fingers, and I have to get those fixed today.
Oh, so
They
those
just came
weren't
off.
those weren't like your nails?
Please.
Oh, I don't.
I do
know.
gel.
See,
I do
don't-
gel X
dude, I don't know.
extensions, and 2 came off, and I look nuts.
Oh, well,
That's
there's the only
it.
way
It
to
was
get
a
that
good
fixed. Wow. Your life is rough.
I know,
Pop
right?
the other ones off.
Oh God, that would be horrible.
What about you, Seabass? Weekend cheers and jeers.
You guys won't believe this, but cheers to the DMV.
What?
Men's knows.
Yes. This is awesome.
So we get these lists from time to time. Like they publish the list of license plates that they rejected, like
Right.
custom vanity license
They're
plates.
too sexual.
Yeah, and I submitted mine for my Cybertruck, and it just came in the mail, and I was worried because it's a little risque, and I thought they might not get it. They might not give it to me. I might be rejected.
Scandal.
For Cybercock?
But no.
Oh.
Check out my new license plate.
yeah, bro.
Cyber sexes?
Hell, cyber sex, baby!
Hell yeah.
Cyber sex.
So it's SYBRSXS.
Yeah.
Sex.
That's
Wow.
Loving it.
kind of
That's
like
cool,
cyber
dude.
sexes, but
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
mean, either or. You could do. I considered that, Greg. Cause you just need SX, but SXS still works. Sex.
You could also say like cyber sucks.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because you
Like,
pronounce
the
the letter
Cybertruck sucks.
because you pronounce the letter X, ux, right? Oh no, you don't, dummy.
No, but people say SUX sucks.
Well, but if you just changed it completely,
No, I'm
pronounce
thinking-
the letter X a different way.
It looks like
yeah.
cyber
He was
sucks to
already
me.
ready. He was ready for that one.
Yeah,
It looks like-
I've
it looks
seen
like
that.
cyber
That was a
sex.
hack claim attempt. I knew it was coming. Shot it down easily.
But isn't it kind of like saying that cyber sex is the kind of sex you'd be having? If
Yeah.
You're only
not the
When
real
you're
thing?
in a Cybertruck,
Hey, look at
it
this
feels
creep
like,
in a Cybertruck.
only cyber sex is available to you.
when you're in this truck, it feels like you're having sex.
High
You
five,
can
bro.
Joe in front of your computer.
So high five, bro, and thank you, DMV, for not
Well
rejecting
done.
a super sweet.
Cyber sexist? What does it say?
Yeah.
I am sexist against folks who don't like Cybertrucks. You're right.
Okay. And
Anywho.
then weekend jeers.
Cheers to the rabies vaccine.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about going menace to Thailand.
Oh, sweet.
But what do they have in Thailand? Lots of things that bite you, like monkeys and dogs.
Yeah.
They recommend
Hookers.
Yeah, hookers,
Right.
exactly. They recommend getting a rabies vaccine, which I've wanted for a long time because I get all the vaccines. I've got the Mpox vaccine. I've got
Shingles.
not shingles yet.
Oh, I thought you got the shingles one.
Yeah, they won't give it to you until you're 50, so that's like
Oh,
25
you got the
years away.
HPV.
Yeah.
I
I
got
recently got
HPV. I've
shingles.
got hepatitis A and B. I be getting dumb vaccines.
Yeah.
So I got the rabies vaccine for travel. One dose out of 2, by the way, $595.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
And I'm like, that can't be the market price because vets and vet techs and
Sure.
animal control officers get this all the time.
And also, it's not like it's new.
Exactly.
New to the market.
Yeah.
Like, usually after something's been on the market for a while, the prices come
Yeah.
down. You get the,
Yeah.
you
What's
get
up
the
with that?
generic.
Give it to you.
I think it's probably our
Generic
garbage
version.
It's probably our garbage insurance. 'Cause
Probably.
They said, yo, no, you're not covered, blah, blah, blah. Of course
Weak.
I'm not. How is that? That can't be right.
And also, don't they hurt exceptionally bad?
That was the old stomach shot.
That you don't need that.
Yeah, that's gone.
Oh, good.
So if you get bit by a raccoon now, you're fine. Just get a little pinch.
My follow-up question is,
You're
are
on
we
your
going to lose you to Thailand? Because so many people are moving there. They're living in like luxury apartment buildings for $700 a month.
There's all kinds of like travel bloggers and whatever who go over there and like, in Thailand, I get a 4-acre compound
with a cook and a private driver.
In Thailand.
Yes, but I'm also, Menace, you'll be happy for this. I'm going to Singapore and Thailand.
Oh, rip. I'm jealous of Singapore.
Sammy, weekend cheers and jeers.
My cheers is to my Uncle Tom. He passed away. We had a celebration of life on Saturday, which it was... I mean, it was great seeing everybody, but I learned so much about him from when he was a kid that I didn't realize. Because, I mean, they had speeches that went on for 2.5 hours.
Oh, my
God.
God.
But they were such good speeches that
There's no good
great.
speech that's 2.5 hours.
It was a bunch of different people. They just continuously were getting up and telling stories.
One guy.
No, not
one man show.
But I ended up finding out he had polio when he was a kid. He was in a wheelchair for like 4 years. And then his dad found the best doctors, ends up, he beats polio. You know, he's...
Hold on real quick. Ow.
Right.
Polio. Wait, hold on. Did you say polio?
Born in 1933.
Yeah.
And he beats polio. He's 10 years old. He still couldn't read when he was 10 years old because it was so difficult for him to learn to read. His brothers were all making fun of him, calling him stupid, whatever, that he finally ends up learning to read. And then he graduated from Yale.
Oh, my
God.
God.
He couldn't even read at 10 years old.
What's your excuse,
Yeah,
Menace?
anyone can do anything, you guys. This is an inspirational story.
I've been to Harvard and Stanford. I mean, I visited, but I've been there.
Which, of course, it turns out he was dyslexic, but back then they didn't know what dyslexia was.
You're just dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
He passed away at 100 and something? How old was he?
He was 91.
91. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
I've been to Berkeley. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of dumb people in Berkeley.
That's the majority.
Did you get a
We know
rabies
that.
shot?
I went to, these schools.
That's cool.
Okay, and my jeers is to headache hangovers. I drank so much on Saturday.
Nice.
I probably, if I were to
Nice.
guess, 3 bottles of champagne to myself.
Wow.
Oh, my good God.
Yes.
Well done.
It was a marathon. We started drinking, I mean, because it started at noon, and then we went till midnight, and it was an all-day thing. And I've never really had a headache hangover before. I don't usually really get headaches. More recently I have, but oh my God.
It'll get you.
Oh, it did. I
and
was
the
in
sugar.
bed like all day yesterday. It was the worst.
Well, yeah, she drinks very light beers, though, Menace, so it's not like she's pounding whiskey, right?
But
champagne.
I was
but she
drinking
said-
champagne, though.
Yeah, but she said it was her first time. Like, it's not like she's never
Yeah,
drank
getting a
before in her
headache
life.
hangover.
Yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
you've never had a hangover with a headache?
No.
Is a hangover like nauseous?
Yeah, I've been hungover
Okay.
before.
I get that.
But just
with,
not a headache.
Not with a headache.
I got that
okay.
with wine. That's why I never did wine ever again.
They say that's the not the tannins, but something else in wine can do that.
Sulfates.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the worst.
Enough in Aureus.
Yeah, right.
Did you barf?
Sulfites. Sulfates.
Sulfites, yeah.
No, she wasn't.
No.
Had the headache. She
It
had
was
the
just
barf.
the headache.
Yeah, Greg says he's never gotten a headache.
Not really. Maybe 2 in my life.
I never
It's
really
insane.
did either.
Well, it's probably because you're doing it for so long. That's prolonged. Because most hangovers is dehydration is the most of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you're doing it for that long, you're just
Yeah.
you probably peed a lot.
And you
But
just
even-
keep it constant.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Even a non-hangover situation, I don't get headaches.
Nice.
That's the one thing God gave my body that's good.
Well, there's your cheers and jeers, you guys. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Now, the other thing about Seabass, and we're going to get to this after the break, Seabass is moving. We've heard about that.
Yep.
I want to hear the latest on the couch.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
he was talking about like maybe sawing the couch in half because he
It's a good
can get it
couch.
out of his current building but not into the new building.
Right.
The elevators, I believe, were too small.
You know, we'll see where you're at with that. And also, he's trying to get rid of some of the stuff that he owns. You know, when people move, they get rid of stuff. They
That's
purge.
great.
Yeah, and so this week, Seabass is offering up an auction of the day for some of his different things, his possessions.
All right.
For charity.
Yeah, so we'll see what he's auctioning off today that you can bid on.
Oh,
That's
lucky.
right. And then that's next on The Woody Show. Hang on.
The Woody Show. Back in a bit. Alt 98.7. LA's new alternative.